everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about autism and pain perception and body awareness. And I want to talk about this topic for quite a long time. I just haven't had the research or notes ready to do, so I'm going to talk about it from my own perspective and what pain perception means to me as somebody on the autistic spectrum. So for me, being on the autistic spectrum, a lot of us will have either a high pain threshold or a low pain threshold, and with me I have a low pain threshold, which means basically that my body doesn't like any kind of pain at all, and I feel pain to the utmost extreme. So if I have one little bit of pain, that pain is then magnified by 10-15 times more than what it actually is, and that's due to that I have a low pain threshold and it feels like someone is trying to stab me, or the fact that the pain is throbbing so much to the point where it makes you feel nauseous and dizzy, and headache, migraine symptoms start to arrive. So for me, like, pain is just not a good thing. It really irritates me. It makes me feel nauseous and uncomfortable. So as I'm on the autistic spectrum, I'm probably one of the people who are different. I have a very, very, very low pain threshold. So for me, it's probably the fact that my body just automatically reacts to the pain where it is at that simple time. And I think with having pain, my body processes it in a more quicker way than most normal people. So for me, if I say I have pain in my hands, or I have pain in my legs or in my back, I can feel that pain straight away. And as soon as that pain hits, I'm just like, ow, 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 ow. And then it gets worse and worse and worse and worse to the point where I feel nauseous and upset. I'm crying, and it's not a nice thing to go to. So a lot of people on the autistic spectrum, this is my own perspective, not everyone on the spectrum will agree with me, and they may feel differently about pain perception and body awareness. But for me, pain perception is very, very heightened, and I get very, very upset easily when I'm in pain. I tend to get very, very vocal about being in pain. I'm very like, ow, 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 and I'll let people know that I'm struggling, whereas some other people on the autistic spectrum may not feel any kind of pain at all. I know that some autistic people don't even feel when they've been sick, or they don't feel when they're getting ill. They don't feel the pain or the symptoms, whereas I feel everything. I feel the symptoms, like the burning headache, the throbbing head, the burning up in the face, things like that I feel all the time. So for me, my pain threshold is very, 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 very low. And so, yeah, for me, that's not really a good thing. And also, with having pain perception issues comes my emotions. When I'm in pain, my emotions are overflowing. And when I'm in pain, my emotions just explode. It's like all of a sudden I just lose the ability to control and self-regulate. And I think with that, it causes my emotions to overload people, and particularly overload myself, and at that time I'm not capable of processing them. So I may act inappropriately or come across inappropriate, but that's me trying to self-process and also trying to control my emotions and deciding how I feel. And that's a thing that's difficult with autism, because we process a lot mentally as well as physically. So for me, it's all about how to process how I deal with things, as well as acting out the suitable behaviour to suit that mindset. And also, again, with body awareness, it links in with pain perception, because pain perception and body awareness can be a joint thing. When you're feeling pain, you may get close to somebody to try and tell them that you're in pain, and at the same time you may not notice that your body space, you're getting too much in someone else's space. So for me, it's important to realise that when I do get too close, whether I'm standing next to somebody or sitting next to somebody, that they may turn around and say to me, Gemma, no, it's inappropriate, because you shouldn't be sitting or standing too close to that person. It's about that appropriate body contact and the space that you're meant to have. So I always get told now that you give an arm's distance to somebody. So say that you're here and I'm there, that's the distance you're meant to keep between somebody. And I've also been told that's the appropriate way to approach somebody for talking. So I always have to do the arm test. So like, if you're here and I'm over here, I'm like, I always put my arm like that, so I know that I'm not interfering in the body space of somebody. So again, that can be something that can really upset people with me not knowing the appropriate body space or the appropriate body space to give somebody with regards to when I'm in pain or when I'm upset or when I just don't feel well in myself. And I also wanted to talk about what pain means to me whilst I'm in that situation or whilst I'm trying to come out of pain. So when I'm trying to come out of a situation where I'm in pain, my emotions, like I said, are overloaded and I just lose the ability to control it. So I often cry, I'll scream, I'll shout, because it's a way of getting my thoughts, feelings and emotions out at that time whilst I'm overloaded with all the other senses going on. So again, it's not just the fact that I'm in pain, it's the fact that I can feel it, my body is processing it, I'm trying to process my emotions, I'm trying to dictate where the pain is so I can tell somebody, and then trying to keep my emotions in check so I don't explode at the wrong person or say something that might come across completely inappropriate. And also when I'm in pain, I tend to get nauseous feelings, so that my stomach feels like it's going tight in my throat and my stomach begins to hurt to a point where I feel I'm actually going to throw up physically, but most of the time I don't. I end up just having the hot and cold sweats or things like that. So again, it depends where you are on the spectrum, how much pain or how little pain you actually feel during that time. And yeah, so I just thought I'd come on and talk about it. Also, pain can be a sensory issue, it can be a sign of distress, or it can be a sign of self-soothing. Some people on the spectrum find pain soothing. It helps them to stay grounded and it helps them to process what's happening to them. But again, this is my own perception, this isn't the perception of everybody on the spectrum, this is just my own perception. So I hope you found this video interesting. I will link some video website links below in the video description. Please give this video a like, please comment, share and subscribe for more content. Until next time, bye!